This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, hope it was a good trading day and going as per the plan. Let us see what happened in the market today, what important data points, and the thumbnail today is Nifty bears and Bank Nifty bulls, both are missing. So now we cannot call bulls and bears in the market now. We have to call Nifty bears, Bank Nifty bulls. That is a correct headline actually, because Nifty can never fall and Bank Nifty can never rise. That's what looks like situation now. So let us see what happened in the market today. And before that, disclaimer: please note the views what I mentioned in this video is my personal opinion, and any loss taken by trading based on view, I'm not responsible. Please consult a financial advisor before taking any trades. So first, let us see the FI FNO data. So in case of FIs, what they've done is they bought some 13,000 contracts here. So just to ensure that everybody's feeling that market is back to bull run and market is going up. But in case of stock futures, they sold 25,000 contracts, almost 27,000 contracts in the stock futures. And here the long calls they slightly added, and here they added some long puts actually. And in case of FIs, this cash market also they added some 960 crores here, and DAs sold 564 crores. So overall, it is like they're making profit here. They've just whatever the profit they are just trying to sell off. Today, if you see here, like what they've done is here, what are they in profit? They're trying to book some profit here, and then here, if you see here, what they're doing is here they're shorting, and then if you're finding some profit, they're booking some profit here, and here stock futures, they're wherever their profit, they're booking profits here. Overall, net they are not just getting long positions or short positions. As such, they're just doing intraday trading and trying to make money whatever is possible, wherever is possible, just trying to book some profits. That's what it looks like happening with the FIs. So coming to the clients position, actually, in case of clients also, they are doing same thing almost like you see here. Every down move they are shorting the put options, in every up move they are shorting the call options, and now they are piling the stock futures. Now very clearly it is very clear. Now clients are piling up on the stock futures actually. So stock futures piling up, and looks very dangerous now for the clients, because once they pile up the stock futures to some extent level, higher level, then it's difficult for them to exit, and they will try to average down when the market falls actually. So the market fall is going to be like not a sudden, this thing slow this time. Possibly that it will be sudden fall. So once a sudden fall comes, maybe like a 2% or something like a fall, if it comes in a day, then there's a first sign of any reversal of the trend on the upside. That's what we should be taking note. After that, we have to see some big moves on the downside possibly, because one sudden move on downside, the market is not going to reverse from that day. So we have to wait for that day, and that is the day we have to take some positions. And in case of profile traders, what they've done is they made some shorts, like shorts in the index futures and also holding long call, this calls shorts, and here put shorts slightly down, lesser position actually. So they are almost like bearish position here. And coming to the cash market, we saw here that both are together some 396% buying they see actually. And next is highest open interest. Now 34,500 put option, they are trying to put some protection here and on downside, and on the upside 35,000 call option. So here 190 is the call price, and the 34,500 put option, 200 is the put option price. So total overall 300 rupees is the strangle what they are trying to create actually. Once this one is the volatility is just to lead the premium, that's nothing else. We are not either going on the upside or the downside. So the market is going to expire between the 34,500 35,000 possibly. It looks very clear now from this data. But suddenly somebody from here down will try to jump in and come inside this and capture this area also possible. Like 34, 600, 700, 800, anybody can come on the upside and try to capture. If not, then 35,000 will be the expiry. We have to watch for that. As of now, there is no on the track here down, and possible that somebody from the down they could on the upside they will come on the expiry day or one day before the expiry day. We could see somebody coming on the upside. And in case of Nifty, 15,500, 15,200, then 15,000. So a lot of support is there from 15,000, 15,200 put. Then possible that we should expect between 15,200, 15,500. So 15,200 below expiry is not looks on the mostly, and every tips being used for shorting a put option in case of a Nifty 15,200 put options. And next to coming to the open interest change also, if you see here, what all is happening here also, if you see divergence between the Nifty. Here bears are missing, here bulls are missing, very clear. So if you see here today, 31 lakhs of a bearish position got added in the bank Nifty. But in case of Nifty, 51 lakhs of bearish position added. But the only thing is that still we are in the PCR is our one, and then overall position is also like more than 27, like almost 27 lakhs of bullish position is there. So in case this, because however, if you see here 2 days back, it was 1 crore, from 1 crore down to 78 lakhs, and then 27 lakhs is come. If you see this, the movement is very nominal only. Morning it was almost 60-70 points rise was seen in the Nifty, but overall it come to flat closing. So tomorrow, in case bank Nifty pulls down and 27 lakhs also goes below zero, then a good trending move can be seen on downside possibly. So get ready for that also, because Nifty is the only thing has to give some lead for the downside move to come. And let us go to the next one. All expiry put together. So it is bearish position, definitely 50 lakhs of bearish position is there for bank Nifty, and in case of Nifty, almost 1.68 crores for continuously for 2 days. Bearish position being added actually from 2.545 crores, now almost like 1 crore 80 lakhs, means roughly 80 lakhs is being squared off from the long positions actually. And next PCR bank Nifty is bearish, Nifty is bullish, very clear. And strike PCR and giving the lead that 34,500 is very good support now, and going for 34,600 also put trading is seen. And in case of Nifty, 15,200 is a good support actually, but this is today emerging now. So if this broken also, 15,150 should give a good support. Past 3 days we are getting good support at 15,150. And here if you see a short straddle, like short straddle, I'm sure everybody is aware of this short straddle concept, because somebody is new may not be understanding this, but every day I cannot explain everything because the video will be lengthy. If you see a short straddle on 20th May, the shortest this straddle is very clear. Okay, if you don't understand, somebody new, please search for straddle. And 995 was the price, and 995 adding to the strike price 33,500 plus 995, upper level is 34,500 and lower level is 32,500. So normally short straddle, assuming that the short straddle overtaken 33,500 at 995, you will not be getting major losses. Only in case of a trending move like what we saw in the March, that's the time it becomes like a big loss actually. Otherwise, most of the times, 90% of times, we don't see such loss happening to the people who are making short straddle on this lowest straddle. So that is a lead for us. So 34,500 is the maximum level we should be able to try to close. If you see yesterday also I mentioned that we are here, and we saw some negative divergence also in the open interest and price move action. And today we saw some down move also, correct? Now it has come to 34,700. So possibly that we should experience 34,500 in that case, then this short straddle should match up. So I'm not expecting a close below 34,500. That would be a worst case actually, below 34,500, but 34,500 expiry can be an ideal choice. And in case of Nifty, for the past 3 days, we are just standing 15,250 and not moving at all. We are just standing here and doing nothing. So worst case, we can go to 15,200 or 15,300, but doesn't look like, because here 14,950 plus 300 roughly, we should go to 15,250 and we're standing there. So if that is the case, then Nifty comes down and bank Nifty also comes down to 200-300 points, then we should experience 15,150 to 15,200, something like this range, possibly in case of expiry for Nifty. So Lakshman Rekha. So somebody who is not aware of Lakshman Rekha, for the new people, can just search for Lakshman Rekha in my video. I just explained in one of the videos. Just search for LAX Lakshman. Use the same words Lakshman Rekha, and you will get the video link. And just go through the video. And here Lakshman Rekha, just we have 900 points. Is normal for bank Nifty, because if you enter the strategy is very important, because Lakshman Rekha is very clear that above is bullish and below is bearish. But how you enter the trade and how you manage the trade and how you exit the trade is all important actually. In case of midpoint, if you see, bank Nifty is bullish and Nifty also bullish. And 5-point chart very clear. We are just seeing higher high and lower high. So clearly it is bullish momentum only for bank Nifty and Nifty both. But the case of Nifty, the chances that 15,300 should not break. Otherwise, 15,300 breaks and starts moving on the upside, then Nifty can fly like a rocket on the upside. But I'm not expecting things to happen like that. The chance is very high that we should see some touching of 15,300 in the pivot point and then come down, or from here on we can also come down actually, because every rise being sold actually. And also FIs, if you see, they're not building any long positions in significantly from now on. Already what are the positions they built in, is they're trying to book some profit and do some adjustment to the stock futures, index futures. That's what they're doing, playing around intraday basis, just trying to come out of the positions, and any sudden fall can give them big losses. So just trying to take some positions in them Nifty as puts, long puts actually. But as of now, Nifty, if it makes a low below 15,000, 14,977, 15,000, below 15,000 only, Nifty can see some correction or weakness actually. Otherwise, till before above 15,000, nothing to worry for the bulls actually for Nifty. So because sudden correction of 250 points may not come Nifty now, because every dip is being used for the buying actually by the people who have missed out the rally, or the new entrants, new investors, new traders. Everybody is trying to enter the market, and once their energy and the muscle power gets exhausted, and that is the time market can give some good correction, because that time they don't have the power to buy, and any dips will be trapped for these people. And in case of Bank Nifty, still we don't break 33,500 levels. We should be comfortably holding long positions. And if you see, there is a turn actually, the pivot point has come down slightly, so stay cautious actually. So if this is the continue going to come down, then 34,500 is expiry for sure for this week expiry. And also let me just show the Excel dashboard of mine for Bank Nifty particularly. So you can see here the gain, this is a gain, and this is the gain. What is the point against the VWAP? And they have taken 3 VWAPs actually, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day average, and all 3 VWAP averages have taken. And if you see here, from here there is a locking of this price is happening here. So looks like the between these 3 ranges, 34,800 to 35,100, these 4 strike prices are being locked actually. So between this only the expiry as of now they are looking for. So suddenly some just take note of this expiry 34,800 to 35,100. So, and also our highest open interest 35,000. And today morning this the highest open interest 35,000 was almost like 1.4 lakhs open interest was there intraday basis, but it has come down by end of the day. So if this 34,500 if takes to take over here tomorrow, and there's a gap up again and comes down, then with 34,500 can become the expiry level for Bank Nifty. So you have to just keep a close tab on this highest open interest 34,500 or 35,000, which is going to take the lead actually. And also if you see today, I'll just take you through the charts also. If you see chart, yesterday I've been telling about the long breakout short. Again, if you see today what happened here, we just opened near the go short level, exactly at the go short level, and then from here on we just started falling actually. Yesterday also same thing, between the long breakout and go short we opened, and today not even that level actually, before that itself in the go short level we started falling actually from there. And around the short breakout we spent almost most of the time actually from 140 till 230, 240. I feel like 2 hours we have been spending around the go short level previous day low, and then after that we saw some reversal actually but we are not crossed the pivot point. Still we are not yet to cross the pivot point, and at the go long level we shall stop. So this is how today happened in the Bank Nifty on intraday basis. If you see Dow Jones, what's happening? Just a flat actually. Dow Jones should need to give some lead actually till the time we don't get any confirmation of down move. And also if you see here today, some news came actually about stimulus package which has been could be announced. All these things are happening, and there's a lot of rumors are happening. If you see here, it is mentioned that a finance minister will decline to comment. So without somebody telling what is the stimulus or when they will be announcing, nothing. So media started publishing something like from on the app, something like stimulus package will be announced to support economic growth. So these are the news which is being planted in the market to drive the. That's the reason if you see here, suddenly the rally came here from 34,400 all the way to 34,700. Some 300 points rally we got here on this planted news. Because the market needs some stimulus, some steroids to just move on the upside. Otherwise, market is hesitant to move on the upside. Every rise is being sold actually. So because this whatever the fall we are seeing is not because of the weak hands, because of strong hands only we are seeing the fall. It's not like just like that, because retail trader does not have the capacity or muscle power to short and pull down the market, but FIs have the money power and the willpower and muscle power to pull down the market. So these moves are downside. Everything is because of the FIs who are pulling down the markets. DAs will not do any shorting. So this down move is definitely the higher sell and rise is happening because of the FIs. And if you see the next chart, Camarilla point for tomorrow for futures, Bank Nifty long breakout is 35,176 and short breakout is 34,340, and Nifty long breakout is 15,295 and the short breakout is 15,141. And in case of spot levels, pivot point is 15,222, and then in case of Bank Nifty spot 34,733. Above this pivot point is bullish, and below this pivot point is bearish. So tomorrow, in case of gap up open, again there is a gap up open, and if you open about 34,269, sorry, long breakout 35,055, and go short is 34,859. So in case we open around this level, again we are opening, then we should look for shorting again. So 35,000 call should be a good opportunity to short actually. But the thing is that it is trading at 190. Possible that with the gap up it can go to 250 maximum. So that 250 we can take some points actually on the down move. But sure, we may not cross 35,000 for the expiry. This is the highest chance. And the P ratio, if you see Nifty P ratio 29.25 and Bank Nifty P ratio 23.76, both are at the lower level. So hope possibly that tomorrow Bank Nifty can catch up after some new results which is going to come. Let us see here because we have time for the next results, quarterly results. And then in case of VIX, if you see here, still we are below 20. Today we've gone even below 19 actually. So still, since the VIX is not giving any indication of any down moves, so one should be comfortably holding a long position or straddle or strangle, because now one should not worry about the falls happening in the intraday basis, because every intraday move on downside will be getting protected by the bulls actually. And next, the cash market, if you see cash market also, we are getting lead actually, where you can see that cash market people are buying. Okay, every tips are being bought actually from bottom this level what we saw on 23rd April. Now almost 1 month now we are seeing a higher highs, only higher highs, lower highs. So we're not seeing any sell off or any risk of a sudden fall, because we have protection this level. 20 moving is a protection for us. If we break this level, then and sustain for at least 2-3 days in at a stretch, and then we can look for some sell off can happen. But as of now, there is no sell off looks like coming in the near future, at least for next 1 week, because Astro View also is not looking so bad. It is looking positive only. So since the plants are also supporting and cash market every dips being bought, some money power is still left out for the investors and traders who want to buy. And let me just show you the option chain actually. Today, if you see for Bank Nifty, this is for Bank Nifty, 34,000 you can see here, 34,000 call, 34,700 call, till 34,700 call, everything was sell actually. So in case aggressive somebody want to sell also, this is 35,000 call, 34,700 call also can be opted for. 388 is a moving average. So in case we don't cross about 388 or 400, it's a very safe bet to short 34,700 call options. And here put option, if you see in case of gap down, you see a gap down coming, then 34,500 put option can be shorted, and here 300 is a stop loss actually. So it may not cross 300, 34,500. So there is high chance we'll cross 300, but always we should have the position edged actually, otherwise it'll be risky. So in case you want to short also 34,500 put option, 34,700 call option, we can short nakedly. But thing is that you have to put a stop loss, but you need high margin also. Or you can buy the 33,500 put option, 35,500 call option as a hedge. That could be a little better. And here, if you see 35,000 call option, you can see the how it is moving actually. Yesterday we saw a high of 599. Today opening of 436 and 450 was the high today. So this is the first weakness. You can see the weakness coming here. This is a weakness coming here in 35,000 call option. So once we see that the high is not broken, if you see here from 68 high, 68, 151, 307, 191, 5 till 500 went. After that now started falling, and now it is 190, closer to 190. So whenever the high is not broken, then it is the first sign of a weakness actually. And in case of put options, if you see 35,000 put option, today opened 266 and went high of 685. But however, the high of yesterday was not broken. 710 was the high, and here 685 was the high made today. So high was not broken today. That is the big thing. So there's a high chance that we may not break 34,500 in this expiry. That's what looks a very high probability in this based on this data. Accordingly, one can place some trades. Either you can take 34,500 put and 35,000 call. Strangles can be taken, and pay some 100 rupees, 100 points is the cost of the hedge. But you'll not get protection of because of the hedge actually, because the market moves violently below 34,500 or above 35,000, then you have to incur some losses, and the hedge will not be able to support you for the losses actually, because it's a purely risky trade. And here also, if you see here option chain, the straddle, if you see based on this today's data, 35,000, like you can see that all the straddle between 33,600 and 35,600, everything is a sell actually. And here the straddle, the lowest straddle you can see here is 767 roughly. 34,600 is the lowest straddle, and or 758 is the place 34,600 where the expiry is looking for. Now as of now, will we keep on moving because we have 2 days more for the expiry. So this is a bubble chart actually. I'll just explain you what is it actually. But some 2-3 days I've been showing that. I just try to pull that a little fast. What is bubble? I'll show you. So the bubble, whatever is coming here, the size of the bubble is the change in open interest. For each and every strike, all put together, the change in open interest of the put and call put together, what is the open interest you can see. And this is a call option, this is a put option, and this is a call option, open interest, total open interest. So whatever the change in open interest you can see in the bubble, whatever is the higher bubble, that one will be the expiry level possibly. This is where the highest open interest being built up actually. Change in open interest. So today is 25th May, and you can see here the 34,500 from this put option, 35,000 from the call option, both are trying to build the positions on the higher open interest. So something from here between will try to emerge in between and try to get to the expiry. This is the explanation for the bubble chart actually. And option price analysis, we'll see 35,000 call option, the same thing what I explained earlier, the same thing only here. I'm trying to put in the call and put option. And okay, this is not required now as of now. So this is a chart I explained you already, and the Dow Jones was explained actually. And for as of the Singapore Nifty is 15,213, so we are just around the same level only. There is no big movement, and Dow Jones also just in the flat mode. So again, the same volatility might be coming here, and the option pin is very important. Bank Nifty option pin is 34,500. In spite of the move, we could not see the option pin moving on the upside. We just stagnant around 34,500 only. And in case of Nifty, it is around 15,100. So here, instead of the big move on the upside, Nifty also, we are not seeing Nifty option pain is moving to the level of 15,200 actually. So this will give suspicion. So stay cautious with the option pain. It's giving indication that the down move can come in 2 days time, sudden down move. So when you're shorting the options, stay cautious. Don't try to do more quantity. Sudden move on the downside or upside can just rip you apart. Hope you like the video. In case you like the video, subscribe, like this channel. And today I just mentioned about the calculation of this actually. Today expected was 500 points actually for the downside, but we have not got that much. But however, I mentioned in the video today that we could test 34,500, and we tested 34,500 also, and we came up on the upside. So this is the Excel dashboard. I just make another video separately for the new Excel dashboard. I'm trying to explain some more thing if possible in the weekend actually. Okay, thank you so much for seeing the video. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.